Hey Metal Maniacs, this is Attack Nuclear from Brazil, and you are trashing up the Metal Meltdown on Metal Messiah Radio with Dave Softee.
Alrighty, here we go, Metal Maniacs. Please help me welcome to Metal Messiah Radio, hailing from Brazil, from thrash metal band Attack Nuclear. Please welcome Luis Octavio on bass and Grégori on lead guitar and backing vocals. Welcome to the Metal Meltdown, guys. Thank you for taking the time to be here. How are you doing out there tonight?
Okay, Dave, we are happy and proud to be here for the interview by the name of Metal.
It's great to have you here so that we can learn all about your band. I see the band formed in 2005.
Yes, this is 12 years on the road and resistance.
And who selected the band's name?
The name is selected by me, guitarist Yuri Gregor, and the back vocals.
Okay, very nice. And it looks like you had a couple of vocalists come and go. How long has the current lineup been playing together?
Uh, we had two vocalists. Soon after we were just like power trio. So drummer Eduardo Santos has come to take on the lead vocals. This current lineup is 3 years old.
Please inform our listeners who else makes up the rest of the band's lineup.
The band formed by me, Luis Otavio on bass and backing vocals, Yuri Grégori on guitars and backing vocals, and Eduardo Santos and drums and lead vocals.
All right, thank you for explaining that. And let's talk about your recently released Extermínio, all in Portuguese, and this was recently released by NBQ Records in Greece and by Secret Port Records in Portugal. What led you to deal with both these labels, and did it take some time for the band to get this Exterminio out there for your fans?
The label Metal Soldiers Records analyzed our new album. As soon as it was mastered and soon after contact the band announcing that we would release the album, and soon after the second label to get involved was the Secret Ported Records. The disc was released in union of the two records and pressed in Europe. We having a good response for all over the world.
Very cool. And let's learn about the process of your music. How does your music and words all come together? Does everyone in the band have input? And where was this killer music recorded? Who mastered it, mixed, and produced it?
We all participated intensely in the process of composing this new album. Being recorded, mixed, and mastered in Belo Horizonte, Minas Gerais, in the studio Engenho by André Tavares, who also guitar in the of the old band Chacal, band of the same scene and era of Sepultura, Sarcófago, Mutilator, and many others.
Interesting. And let's talk about the CD art and who designed this and your band's logo.
The art is created by Eduardo Santos on drummer and vocals, as for the logo as created in 30 years Augustin by a friend Castillo and by me, Yuri Grégori.
Okay, and where would you say would be the best place for fans to get a copy of the CD? I have a couple of links. I have your Facebook, of course, Attack Nuclear. It looks like it's Attack Nuclear percentage 20, and also attacknuclear.bandcamp.com. Which link would you say would be the best for the fans? And what other merch does Attack Nuclear have available for the fans, and where could they find it?
Through record companies and stores in all parts of the world, and with the band itself through contacts by email or social network like Facebook.
Cool. And has the band, has Attack Nuclear, been performing out there in support of Exterminio?
We are having a great support of the record companies and friends, and we take advantage to thank you for your professionalism and band support, Dave.
And where will you be performing in the new year? You have anything coming up?
At the moment, we have not closed a date. Our country is in a critical financial situation and political disorder, but we are open agenda for the next year.
I'm sorry to hear about that, but are there any past shows that you have performed at that do stand out in your mind?
We had a great concert with good audience, but in Divinopolis, a city near here, was a special show, opened several doors for us. Great city.
And let's talk about videos. I noticed Attack Nuclear on the YouTube, and I noticed you have the full Extermínio in a you could say a video clip as well as individual MP3 videos. But does the band plan on making official music or lyric videos for this offering?
We have the full album on the YouTube, Bandcamp, and 2 new access. And this year we plan to do a new EP in English and possibly the launch of the official video. We are free to be released in the United States if there's is interest, impressing the material in country.
I see. That's good news, and we'll talk about the upcoming music that you're working on in a little bit. But at this time, would you like to talk about your gear?
We used bass and guitar Jacksons, and the drummer uses Sabian cymbals and battery Mapex.
Very interesting. And would you like to talk about what you do when you're not doing the band? Would you like to talk about your jobs?
Uh, we work during the whole day. We follow normal life with our family and friends.
So you keep pretty busy out there. That explains a lot. And are you are planning to make a new album out there? And I do understand, as you just mentioned, that this will be coming out. I don't know, maybe in a year or so, and will be in English.
We plan this year to do a new EP in English and possibly a new album.
Well, what can we let the listeners know about this future release? What are your expectations, and what can the fans expect? And do you have a working title for the EP or maybe full release?
We guarantee it will be killer. We are with a new song ready. We call it Loaded by Fear, and we will continue composing, but we still do not have a name for a new album.
Okay, well, at least we know we have something to look forward to. I'm very anxious to hear how your band sounds, not in Portuguese, but in English, to see if there's a big difference. But I'm sure worldwide it might be really appreciated. So we thank you for that information. And is there anything that you would like to say to your loyal fans that are tuning in tonight?
Okay, we thank everyone for their support, and we want to feeling of the metal to be eternal in everyone's hearts.
Okay, very nice. Thank you for saying that. And thank you guys for taking the time to be here and to do the interview. I know it was not easy for you, being that your native tongue is Portuguese and we do the English here on the Metal Meltdown. But I want to thank you all for being here, and I wish you and all in Attack Nuclear, all three of you, a very successful 2018, and for all the years to come. And you're welcome back here when you do have your new music out there and in English, and we can talk about it and focus on the future of Attack Nuclear. So keep the metal flowing, and thank you for the opportunity.
Okay, Dave, thank you, metal guys.